Password accepted. You may now enter the bunker.
Bunker. And welcome everybody to Enter the Bunker. Positivity for you, the people, to survive and thrive in today's world. In today's world, we're talking about money. Yes.
Money, honey.
That's right. We've got an awesome quote for you today, and we're also going to be going into a topic of a study that was done in the States regarding money.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting. For those of you who are new, my name is Jonathan Bahai. I am the co-host of the show. I am married with 2 children. I'm also the owner of this 64,000 square foot nuclear bunker, which you have connected to. We are broadcasting from enterthebunker.com/live, so I highly recommend you connect with our chat there, because if you do, you may have noticed there's a little countdown timer here on the screen. This countdown, when this goes off, if you have launched a positivity missile from this bunker during the show and it's landed in the right location, you win $1,000. When this timer goes off, you can't be able to submit anymore. We'll be firing 3 shots, and if you got in the right location on our big map here in the studio, you will be a $1,000 winner. So be sure to get your locations in while we talk about things today, while we're going to be going about the quote now. So you go to the city, state, and the country, and where you want your positivity missile to land somewhere in the world, and bring positivity all around the world, and maybe win $1,000 at the same time. Maybe.
Hopefully.
Today, event today.
All right, guys, and my name is Kelly Cadell. I'm also co-host of the show. I work in the bunker Monday to Friday as a production supervisor, and I'm super excited because today's Friday. I also have 2 kids, and in my spare time, I like to hang out and play with them, and this weekend, I think we're going to go on an adventure. Actually went to some falls last weekend, and we might check them out again because I'm sure they've melted a lot, and take pictures. They really liked the way the ice came down because it was like all frozen. Anyways, let's get into this quote, and you're going to read the quote today.
I'm reading the quote today. Okay, here we go. So today's quote is, happiness is not in the mere possession of money. It lies in the joy of achievement, in the thrill of creative effort. Franklin D. Roosevelt.
This is a long quote.
It is a long quote.
I find sometimes quotes are really hard for me, for me to like comprehend exactly what they mean. So when they're longer, it's even more challenging. Happiness is not the mere possession of money. It lies in the joy of achievement, in the thrill of creative effort. Franklin.
Chat, let us know what you think about this quote. Share with us in the chat while you give your locations for a positivity missile to be launched here in the bunker. I think Mr. Roosevelt, President Roosevelt,
there you go,
because he was president of the United States.
Yes.
I think he got it right. Happiness is not in the mere possession of money. It lies in the joy of achievement, in the thrill of creative effort. So this really resonates with me because I do find that any times in my entrepreneurial career where I got a lot of money for something, it just didn't mean anything to me at all. Like, I never was like one of those people, like you see people sometimes, they're just like all about like, oh, I got that. No, they got a lot of money, they're just like freaking out.
Yeah.
I've never been able to connect that way. To me, it's in the achievement. It's in actually like he says, like the creative effort, right? So much of like once money is no longer something like the first thing that you look at, it just becomes, it's hard to describe. It's almost like it just becomes a tool for achieving these creative efforts, right?
Okay. Well, it is.
It is.
So do you think if people had a lot of money, like say somebody had a crap ton of money, do you think they would, I guess it all depends on what you do with the money.
Yeah.
I think, because like you can, if you do something great with that money, then technically the money achieved happiness, or you achieved it with the money.
The joy of achievement and the thrill of creative effort.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think I mentioned the other day that I saw that documentary on Netflix called Inside Bill's Brain.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a good example, I think, of what this quote is actually talking about, because now, I mean, he's got billions and billions and billions of dollars. Like, he's got more money than, he's one of the richest people in the world, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
But what he spends all his time doing is basically finding things which, like, to achieve and to actually have creative ways to solve problems.
Right.
Right? So
And if you have money, you can do that quicker.
when you have, I mean, like, all the projects they talked about in that documentary, literally hundreds of millions of dollars, like, to get these things done. And they're just not happening because nobody's going to make money from it.
Right.
Like eliminating polio, for example. Nobody was motivated to do that. Right?
Right.
But then it became an objective, and they spent literally hundreds of millions of dollars to be able to achieve that. They looked at nuclear energy.
Yep.
Right? And they said, wait a minute, it's like nuclear power was designed back in the 1950s and 60s, and all the existing structures that we work with today are based on that kind of technology. Nobody's actually tried to build something that's safer or more efficient.
Right.
Why not, right? So they had to spend hundreds of millions of dollars again to try to engineer a way to make something that's safe and better, right?
Yeah.
And so it was a creative effort, and it took many, many years. And lo and behold, they got a solution. They just haven't been able to build it yet because of politics.
Right. So Stewie says, this quote is like the other famous quote, money can't buy you happiness.
True. But I think it's more specific in terms of saying what it's not.
Yeah.
Instead of saying what it's not, it's saying it's the joy of the achievement. It's the creative effort
Right.
that you get from it, right?
Right.
So it's not the mere possession.
So if I like had $1 million and I went out and bought my favorite car in the entire world, like that brings me happiness because now I'm happy because I have my favorite car that I've dreamed of my whole life. That's just like on the small scale of things. Now I didn't invent anything with the money, but that car's still going to bring me happiness, is it not?
Now here's the difference. How did you get the $1 million? Did you win the lottery, or did you work hard to get that $1 million?
Right.
Did you spend years and years of toil to build something to actually achieve that amount of wealth, right?
I think that would make me happier, like having known that I earned that money.
Because you have a sense of achievement,
Right.
like, and the joy of that
Yeah.
achievement, right?
Yeah.
And so for you to be able to go and get that card that way, that's one thing. If you won the lottery though, and
Yeah.
suddenly was just going to be, suddenly like, yeah, I'm going to go out and get that car,
Yeah.
not a lot of meaning to it, right? And I don't think you're going to actually enjoy that car as much as, because you hear about it all the time, how people win the lottery and they lose it all,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And they didn't achieve, like, because they didn't actually put any kind of effort into it. They didn't actually have any achievement. There was no creative effort, and and because of that, it's like the money just disappears. Like,
Right.
they don't know
Where
what
it
they're
went.
doing with it.
Or what?
Well, they know where it went. It's just they didn't deserve. It's not about deserving it. It's about being able to grow into it,
Right.
right? Because it's like it's like just being able to handle that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So guys, we have 2 minutes and 10 seconds left for you to get your missiles launching in. Larry wanted to know, oh, Larry got his in, or theirs in. I think Samelia might be updating him on what's the discussion. Right now, Larry, we're talking about a quote, and then we're gonna get into a topic after we shoot our 3 missiles. So, enterthebunker.com/live. If you're not there, joining that exclusive, what was it saying? What was it saying? Exclusive chat.
That's not it.
No, what did you say?
I don't even remember what I
Oh,
said
I
now.
was like, I was even gonna write it down because I'm like, we need to use that more. What was it? Oh, I don't remember. Get exclusive chat is where it's at. That's
Exclusive
it.
chat is where it's at. That's what I said. Yes.
Yes. All right. So Samelia says, I think money can bring you happiness. I think money can bring you happiness. If they don't go wild and lose it all, I know I would only build onto my life for the better if I had money. But this quote has more meaning to understand from it. You can't enjoy the happiness money will give you if there isn't a working earning process. Exactly.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
what I said.
Yeah. Stewie, money can buy you worldly possessions, but simply owning things will not make you fulfilled.
100%.
Yeah. Yep, you guys are making some very, very good points. All right, guys, 43 seconds. I'm going to start reading off the map locations that we have in so far. Again, if you missed out this time, you can still get in for the last 3 shots at the end of the show. We got 5 locations in here. Rocky, do you got one more location? Oh, Bailey's typing. All right, so we got Cairo, Egypt from Stewie, and also Petersburg, Russia. From Larry, we have Johannesburg, South Africa, and Perth, Australia. Amelia, do you have locations in? And we also, from Rocky, we have Toronto, Ontario, and Jaffna, Sri Lanka. From Rocky. Did I say that right?
That'll work.
All right.
Larry says, my family is my wealth.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure. And Samelia is choosing Rio de Janeiro,
De Janeiro.
Brazil, and whatever the capital of BC is, which is Victoria.
That's correct.
Thanks for making sure I got mine in. Yeah. No problem, girl. Gotcha. All right, guys. So I'm going to start painting up the missiles.
Yes. And I'm going to give you directions on what's going to happen next. Okay. So everybody who is in the chat at enterthebunker.com/live, you are going to be able to direct where Kelly is going to aim on the map. She is going to start from over here. She'll be starting from here, then she'll be firing from here, and then she'll be firing from here. She'll be spinning around, and as soon as you see her spin around, go into the chat and give directions on where she should aim. It's going to be up, down, left, or right, and you can say if you want it to be small, medium, or large movements. Hopefully, the directions you gave her
They got pretty funny yesterday.
go directly to where your missile's located, and if we hit it, you just won $1,000. So she's gonna be starting from here, like I said. So as soon as she starts spinning, I'm watching the chat to see who is going to be able to be the first to give directions. 3 directions, by the way, only 3 directions on where she should aim. And hopefully, you're gonna be the $1,000 winner today.
So there's a lot of people here on TikTok letting us know where they're from. Maybe they could launch a missile if they join the chat.
Yes, everybody who's in TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, we are broadcasting from enterthebunker.com/live. For TikTok, links in the bio, where you can join us in the chat there and be able to submit the locations. This is the first round we're doing. At the end of the show, we're doing a second round, and you'll be able to get in on that if you missed this one. You good to go?
I'm good to go.
She's gonna spin, folks.
If I don't win the $1,000 today, I'm going to start choosing locations of my exes. Passive aggressive, love-hate missile. Love the 1K, hate the X.
There you go. Might be a strategy that the universe rewards.
Turning that negativity into positivity. You
There
got her.
you go. All right.
All right. Are you guys ready?
She's ready.
Let's go.
And spin. Let's watch the chat to see when she's gonna go round and round. Nobody knows. Here we go.
Almost ran to the
Stop.
TV. Perfect timing.
Larry got in,
Go, Larry. Go, Larry.
and the directions he gave was left, left, down in small movements.
It's left, left, down, and small movements.
Yeah,
Oh, I know where you want.
I don't.
I do.
Left, left, down.
Oh, Madagascar got it.
I was aiming for Johannesburg.
I bet you that's where he wanted
Well,
it, yeah.
A dot by Johannesburg.
Close, close. Almost had it, Larry. All right, we're gonna do a second round now. She's gonna be aiming from here. She's preparing her dart right now. Everybody up, down, left, right with big, small, medium, whatever size, biggie. And you can fun it up too. If you
Dave,
wanted to do a fun left or a wiggly right, you could do
Or
that too.
jump while you shoot sort of thing.
Let's not get into that. That's good.
You said make it fun. All right. Let's make the second shot.
Okay.
I'm ready.
She's gonna spin now, folks. Go. I'm watching right now to see who's gonna be the first in the chat. I'm watching that. Everyone's typing right now, and stop. Samelia got it in that time. Congratulations, Samelia. All right. She says a big Beyonce left, whatever that is, then a left, and then a big shimmy up.
Oh my gosh. So,
A big Beyonce left,
yeah.
a left, and a big shimmy up.
Okay. A big Beyonce. What's a Beyonce?
I
What am
have
I
no
doing for
idea.
that? Beyonce. Okay. And then what was the next step? Up, left,
A big Beyonce left,
Yep.
a left,
a left.
shimmy up.
Shimmy up.
Whoa, you hit Calgary.
I did.
somebody had launched a missile to Calgary today, they would be a winner. Cool.
We always hit Calgary? Right around there, eh?
This is the next location she's going to launch from, which is in front of North America. So you have a chance to be able to direct her from this location next. She's just preparing her missile. That was a good one, Samelia.
Pray on it, Kelly.
Pray on it, Kelly. There you go.
I know. Okay.
All right, I'm going
right.
to watch the chat now.
I'm gonna start spinning and go.
She's spinning, folks. Time to put in your locations or directions. Let's see it. Stop. Stewie made it that time. Congratulations, Stewie. And Stewie's directions are, you asked for it. Up, right, do the Bernie bunker dance.
No. No. I forget it.
That's what he asked for. You don't remember it? It was the, like the, no, it was like the,
Oh my God. Okay.
it was like a, something like that.
Okay, what
Yeah.
do we do? What do we go? What do we
Okay.
do? Up, right, do the Bernie bunker.
Up, right, do the Bernie bunker dance.
That's 4 steps. I guess I have to cancel the 4th one.
Oh, you're the one that wanted to jump up and down.
Okay. What is it again? Up, right. So up, right, do the Bernie bunker dance. Okay, up, right. I don't see anything here around this area that.
Oh, close. About a foot away. Boom.
From Liverpool.
Yeah. That was a close one.
Larry, you think
Almost
that's
had
funny?
it, Stewie. Almost had it.
I'm pretty sure my
All right.
face was as pink as your sweater right there. But good thing I had my back to everybody.
Okay, so for everyone who is who just got into the chat, we have a new countdown happening right now. So you can get in on getting your locations here on the map, and then in the next round, which could be at the end of the show, you'll be able to win $1,000. And I'll be taking the shots that time.
Maybe you'll have better luck.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, so trending thing of the day today, topic-wise, is when California City gave people a guaranteed income, they worked more, not less.
Wow.
So, kind of ties into our quote.
Yep.
And the city of Stockton, California embarked on a bold experiment 2 years ago. It decided to distribute $500 a month to 125 people for 2 years, with no strings attached and no work requirements.
Wow.
Wish I was part of that study. Why not, right? It seemed to do good for the people. Did it not?
Well, that's what the results of the study indicate. So looking at the results, it turns out from the first year of the experiment, which spanned from February 2019 to February 2020, are now in, and they're extremely encouraging. Basically, the most eye-popping finding is that people who received the cash managed to secure full-time jobs at more than twice the rate of the people in the control group. That means that the people who had the money actually were able to get jobs twice better than people who didn't have the money. So this is making the case basically that if they are able to just have a basic amount of income to be able to handle these little things, like to be able to survive basically, then they're able to actually take steps to improve their lives, to be able to do things to secure employment, to be able to get other things. And they mentioned that one of them was somebody who was real estate, wanted to get his real estate license, but because he just couldn't afford it,
Yeah.
you know, he ended up not being able to do it. But because of this program, he was able to pursue it, and boom.
And he had more time too.
Exactly.
That's what I didn't get about the article, because it was like they secured full-time jobs. So say they had a full-time, well, so did they?
Some
Didn't
people,
it say-
some
yeah.
people either got jobs or they were able to take the time to actually like get his real estate license, for example.
Oh, okay. I
Right?
mixed the two up. That's what it
Which
was.
led to a job.
Right,
Right.
right.
They were able to be more entrepreneurial, as the article said. So they were able to pursue either getting more education in
Yeah.
some field that they needed, or
Right.
being able to find employment. So it's interesting because the counter to that is that a lot of people believe that if people were just given free money, they would pretty much piss it away. They would just not do anything with it. It would not result in anything good, kind of thing. This study is indicating that's the opposite. And there's been similar programs all over the world. They've done, there's been several programs in Alaska, North Carolina, in the US, and in Finland, Spain, and Europe.
Wow.
But
yeah, how did those ones turn out?
That turned out differently.
It did.
In those programs, it had no effect on employment either way. So
that kind of,
in some cases, it seemed to embolden people to be more entrepreneurial. In the instance of Japan, but in those other instances, in those other parts of the world, didn't make a difference at all.
Right. So Rocky said something here. Money doesn't change people. It brings out the good or the bad from a person. If you were a butt before, an a-hole, before you became rich, you would be more so that with more money. If you were a kind person, you'll be more kinder with money. That's my opinion, says Rocky.
Yeah.
I kind of like the way that thinks. As long as you, again, if you're a kind person and, no, that doesn't work, never mind. I was gonna say like, no, never mind. I was just, yeah.
Money is an amplifier.
Yes, and that, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so it's going to, so like he said, if you're gonna be a mean person,
Yeah.
it's gonna enable
gonna
you to
probably
be
bring out
meaner
the
on a
evil.
larger scale.
Bring out
right?
even more evil in you, yeah.
But what's interesting is that the fact is that, again, we go back to like the law of attraction and things like that, right? When people like that have money, they lose it.
Right.
Right? It just goes away because it doesn't stay with you. It doesn't, because you don't attract it.
Yeah.
Right? But people who do good things with it and who treat it with the proper respect it deserves, then they end up actually doing good things with it, if not attracting more. You know, because there's actually a Bible story. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was like I think it's called like the 3 Sons of Solomon or something like that. I'm sure somebody in the chat's going to correct me on that. So in the Bible story, it basically goes that I don't think it was Solomon. Maybe it was Abraham. Had 3 sons.
Yep.
And he gave his 3 sons seeds, and he told them, "Go forth and multiply." Right.
Right.
So one son took the seed and like hid it away, and he didn't do anything with it. The other son went and did something else, and I can't remember, sorry. And then the other son went, planted it, grew, planted more, grew, and so forth. And then at the end of it all, he looked at what his sons had done, and the one came back and he goes, "Oh, I saved it. I made sure nothing happened." He was like, "Well, that's not helpful."
Right.
You know? But the one that multiplied it, he said, "Okay, here is more." So the moral of that story really is that when you become a good steward with what you have, then you're given more because you've shown that you have the proper responsibility to handle it, to actually make it do more good in the world.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, I understand that.
And this is in the Bible. It's thousands of years old story, right? So this is a fundamental like spiritual principle to the reality of life.
Yeah.
So money, and the fact is that so many people have these concepts of like money is the root of all evil.
Right.
You know, you'll hear people say
I've
like,
heard that.
you grow up with it, right? And you hear everybody say that kind of thing, and then what happens is people get that kind of attitude, and guess what happens? You repel it away. Like, it's just like, if you think it's the root of all evil, then guess what? You're going to keep it away from you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So people have these broken concepts about what money does and what it does and what it means. Mm-hmm. So they just never get it because, just like the story of Abraham, they aren't good stewards with what they have.
Right. Now we have a few comments in here, so let's get reading them.
Cool.
Stewie says, "I get it. I'm technically on a paid vacation today, but I'm still working. I have deadlines to meet. If you remove money as the motivator, you can find healthier motivators." Riley, "Money surely makes day-to-day stresses more tolerable, but it also adds different stresses that you are normally not accustomed to."
True.
Jake, "Right now I'm very
Okay, we're
All right.
back.
Excuse me. Of course I choke. Oh, we're back. I inhale my everything. Spit. Okay, right now, Jake says, I'm very selfish with money because I don't have much, but I'd be more willing to give away with more money. That kind of comes back to what you just said, like maybe he should start being not so selfish because then it's going to come to him.
Yeah.
Like back to your Bible
It's difficult
story.
when you have little and then
Yes.
you feel like you got to hold on to it.
Right.
Just like the Bible story.
Yeah.
Right. But really, you need to have a sense of generosity. You have to
Which
be.
I think he is. I think he's.
And you have to be entrepreneurial
Yeah.
with it, right? And so you don't take the risks like that to actually like make it something that works in the world, then
Yeah.
that's what happens.
Yeah, exactly. People who grew up with money worry about losing it. People who grew up without much are worried about spending it. So that kind of reminds me of a conversation that I had with Riley this morning, because we were talking like I don't know. Right now, like he says, he didn't grow up with a lot of money.
Yeah.
So now when he has money, he's doing good for himself for his age. He's more like exactly what Bailey said. Like he's worried now about spending that because he doesn't want to go back to what he was living before.
Right.
So that makes sense. All right, guys, we have 20 seconds. Larry says, that's why I blow through my tax refund every year, because I'm not used to having such a large amount of money at one time. Gets it? It was like,
Boom.
boom, it's gone. Yeah. Scared money, don't make money.
Let's share Samelia's story.
Yes. Oh, yes, sorry. I agree with Rock. When John mentioned the people who won the lottery losing everything, which I literally know someone to do, they lost like 52 million in less than 6 months by being irresponsible. It just kind of makes me shrug because that was always their intention. Were they making healthy choices before? The person I knew wasn't.
There you have it.
Yeah.
52 million, like
In 6 months?
6 months. That's
I
mind
want
blowing.
to like
That's
die
mind-blowing.
inside right now.
Yeah, I think that I think you see you hear that and then you're just like, oh, there's no way I would do that.
I wouldn't.
Right? Well, the person that won that wasn't making good choices, right?
To begin with.
Right. And all of us, like, you can't even fathom losing 52 million in the course of 6 months, but
I can't even fathom making 52 million in my life, probably.
yeah, most people can't.
No.
Yeah.
Like, and he's just like, oh, 6 months gone.
Gone. Yeah.
Sickening. Anyways, next time, hopefully he should have invested some of that money in.
Should have bought Bitcoin.
Oh yeah, you forgot to mention that. That you'll bring that up at any time you get. Not a bad thing. We're just trying to enlighten people.
So here's what's going to happen, folks.
If you don't know,
I'm going to
you're
start.
good to know.
I'm going to start spinning. What you want to do is get into the chat, and once I start spinning, the first person to give directions for up, down, left, right, and you can say big, medium, small, whatever, and you're the first to give the 3 directions. I will then take your directions and hopefully be able to hit the missile location that you shot your positivity missile to, and you won $1,000. I'll be starting from over here.
Yeah, I was thinking I was shooting again.
Yeah, no, that's me. It's my turn.
Okay, actually, I'm going to move this side. Okay. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Are you ready? We ready?
I think we're ready
I'm
now.
not pointing to you, I'm pointing to them.
Okay,
Let's go. Spin.
go. You better be watching.
Oh, yeah. I just like making him spin. Oh, crap. I was on the wrong chat. Stop.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Larry.
Stop the world spinning, please.
Left, down, small increments. So all small increments. Left, down, small increments. are
Left,
all.
left, down.
Ooh!
Oh.
I bet you they were wanting that place
Yeah.
right there. Crappers.
Just off the coast of South Africa. Almost had it. Got another shot here, no. So
Oh, yeah.
watch for those for when I'm spinning. Get in your directions as soon as you see it.
I'm silly.
They're laughing at you.
I know. Here,
Wait.
don't want to get your fingers all painty. I'm already on that every day of my life. Oh,
Okay.
squirted.
All over the place, yeah. Okay, here we go. And we're spinning
Okay,
now.
go.
Put in your directions.
Ooh, I like Stewie's. I'll read it to you in a second. Okay, stop.
Okay.
Beyonce right, big right, down.
That's it?
Yep. Beyonce right. Right's this way.
Okay. Big right.
No, Beyonce right.
What?
Or Beyonce right.
Beyonce right.
Yeah, you gotta do like a dance or something.
Big right.
That's your Beyonce right.
Oh, I hit Australia, but it looks like they wanted Perth.
Yeah.
It's pretty close. It's about this far away.
About a foot. Well, not quite a foot, I wouldn't say.
No, that is not it there. It is over here.
All right. All right.
One more.
Thanks. Okay, so the one I said I have to read because it was funny. Stewie had tried to get in on the first shot there and said, up, left, recite 5 cryptocurrencies, small up.
I could do that.
You could probably recite like 30.
Yep. Probably even more.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Take me some time though. There's just so many.
Yeah, so true. All right, last shot for this beautiful Friday afternoon.
Yeah, it's really nice out.
It's beautiful. It's so windy though, like literally, like it was pushing me across the parking lot.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was about to turn around and be like, look at the view, and then I realized we're in a bunker with no windows.
Oh my god.
I was literally about to be like, look, with the camera, and then I realized.
So Amelia was sending you right, but she actually meant left.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh well.
All right, so go.
Go.
Locate. Directions.
Directions.
people.
Directions. Give us the directions where I'm gonna aim so that you can win that $1,000.
Stop.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Up, big right, do your ABCs backwards, and shoot at S.
Are you kidding me? So up, big right,
Yeah.
ABC's backwards. CBA.
And shoot at S.
Shoot at S.
Yeah.
Shoot an S.
Like, I feel like they meant when you did the
Backwards.
you shoot when you get to S. See,
Oh.
shoot.
Up, big right. Z, X, Y,
Z.
W,
U.
U, something, something.
S.
I hit Germany.
Oh, it's like, oh, is that
Right,
Yeah.
right there, yeah.
I was close to.
Yeah, I
that
was
place
like
in
just a few inches away from some place in I think it was London, Liverpool.
Yeah, London. London was like so close this time.
Very
I
close.
almost got it once, and so did you.
Yeah. Oh well. Well, we'll keep trying. There's $1,000 to give
Stewie
away.
says, I'm glad I said S and not B.
Yeah, that would have been brutal.
You stumped him good. You would have stumped me too, so. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining our show today. It's Friday, so make sure you have a safe, happy, healthy, try to be happy weekend. And if you like the video and our content, be sure to subscribe, ring the bell, like the video, do whatever you have to do to get those notifications. Subscribe to our Rocket Chat app if you don't have it. That's the best way to get those notifications. We'll send the directions here in the chat in just a second. And we shall see you Monday.
See you Monday, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Bye, guys. See ya.